in several theaters to maintain peace and security in our nation. One major flashpoint continues to be the Bawku area. Only 2 days ago, an incident in a marketplace triggered an unfortunate loss of lives and criminal vandalism of property. I wish to emphasize that nobody gains from this situation of conflict and insecurity. We have triggered the Otumfuo mediation process, which saw all stakeholders participate in discussions in Kumasi on a roadmap towards peace. I'm assured by the Asantehene that the process will resume next week when he returns from his brief visits abroad. Congratulations to our armed forces for the sacrifices you have made, even at the peril of your lives, to protect life and property in the Bawku conflict area. We need the cooperation of all to restore peace in Bawku and its environs, and I entreat all sides to embrace peace as we dialogue to resolve this age-old dispute.
Madam, I say, na Masamu Aqua Babas not Missy so, and any decay or show Casafidi so. Otomy, na was subscribing more sunset videos why there am I. With me, our comment section on the moment, dear, obey every boy, me, and say, would the attempt now overcome as someone Ankasa. O subscribe to someone say, don't my be so the age triple so, and what down my Anna don't set him so. Aha, said the video for Phobia to honor Sabakanakani. Moshe, your man Penny John Mahama and a lower say, just say, one idea, now race you and the BBA, they are two or type of horse war, something in a Bawku. Pay, Yahweh, in a Poma, Wagan, how will you yourself and then now, just say, why is a breakfast or down come baby Pierre and white and canon? One and a done so better, no one, now what baby you, Bawku says, someone in if you want. Now, Mobekaya, way back before now, Yababe 2024 elections, my President John Mahama could never be can say, and this is Nipa wana Bawku and some asole, and this is Power Penna, not Bawku other beings with the Alcobanasa, and in tea and wafer and Aquania Sanso and the Queen Piasso said, Assume Jebe de Bawku, Yenina and Swap Assume Ankasa, Assume Dre, ayo. Men ada sese Bawku nurse ni upusti nurse na so de to Bawku probaka se abra ade otami ana onyeme teacher ni upusti na so de ne ko Bawku so be say ade otami ana ke se empuntu de ebi nko Bawku esan to kwabra ne asi wono mu awomo na akamia se Bawku enso for so eyenuanom mienu ya kusa se eni mamprosi we kind of cast away, we kind of cast away, we sorting. Nanso so on my children, na yes, I can't do my tea, Sakas or Moya Kankasa. Mommy uncle and Mummy could take peace news. Now the real Musi fighted the Bawku and some one on one. You could take him, Yaba, the oak will be a beside your son, Nabre, Yinti, Yabara, the oak will be a. Yes, I have some Bawku and some. There were more details. Now, branding peace news.
Graphic and I did Bawku eba. Bawku sensem Bawku. In Mekua Cassette Kitwa Adriane, Bawku. In my 4 ants now, Bawku, Asumdre anyhow, Bawku sensem unity and fear bra etramino, which some or see any pababro ahasa. And I show Monkwa. A 15 November 2021, at the Bapim and ne. Amanuguso ameka Bawku wasemi na omanfo omo adwane onam mumrika every Bawku ani ni nkron ni mensi a ewo ho de eye pani bera de Bawku anyoda na otese we nyina ye manso a kusasi ene mamprusi etwe wo matwene tan emfie bebrenie yenim da ebeti se te ama asundwe mapa akoso ewo Bawku wo se tese Bawku aye Bawku ama fe de Bawku no kra no aye amanfo so atese ase ensamanfo kro bi sei atiasefo ni nyina adwane esanse eniema ekoso wo Bawku no eyayem hihie emoja ehieguo na kra etoto enti ye de achechefo ko wa o se me na me nko kira de Bawku me nko ye de anesefo ko Bawku a na o madwane eno amma tese empuntu adi mpuntuo enya de ebi eyiniti ewo Bawku ene ne mpotamo de abeka ye ti kra eye nanu ade ya ugwade etwam wo chema mebunu bi ni apolisifoɔ ɛde boani ɛma ekɔwi ase pipe no emu no ɔkra baako tim kegya atɔ wahwe ne nkwa afofo ɛnan ɛna wɔn pirapraeɛ na pira no ɛnyɛ sekan pira ɛyɛ etuo pepepepe na te sɛ ɛbobɔ wɔn ma ɛma wɔn pirapraeɛ na mebunu deɛ kɔba yɛ nyinaa ne sɛ wɔn nso wɔn kɔ apaeɛ ɛma adwadifoɔ bi kɔdi dwa ɛwɔ dwa bi mu ɛna wɔn sɛ hwan mo ka asɛ mo yɛ mɛnti dɛ mo bɛ baabi fa mi ɛhwɛ adeɛ yɛ ma mo nkɔdi dwa no ɛna wɔn nso si ɛbɛkɔ ɛnum nie o ɛnu nie ɛna apolisifoɔ bɛbɛ ma de yie abɛto yie ɛkɔfa ogyamom ɛbaayɛ ɛma ɔkra baako ɛtɔɔyɛ na ɛni ɔkra baako no kora tɔɔyɛ na ɔmo sɛ ɛgya wɔ akua yɛ koko na nya apae kɛseɛ koraa ɛna ni ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ basabasa apolisifoɔ kaa ne ɛtwa gya ne ɛde atum na te se ahye no ties ne ahyɛ aseɛ ne ɛhyehyɛ ɛnneɛma basabasa nko a ɛna wɔn yɛ no n'ano ukwada no ɛna graphic ɛtwe adwene ɛsusu sɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ bɔkɔ yi deɛ mpanyinfoɔ afɔ ɔmo nan ɛnsi fam a yɛnim da bɔkɔ asumdwe mapa ebeko so atese yente se sakasaka eyiti e oboko a ene graphic e the story
yeah so the ekoso oboko sebio frate enya de etweye pa se Ghana mo hwe ewiase afana nyina kura asumdwe ho no ma Ghana yeso yetoso pa na se ebeko akodna se yebia yetifa na ya na afo na se asumdwe ni ho no mo a enya papa onim se boko so ye border town eba na sa na enimfo bi edom ho abegim na kyesɛ mo de abewuram ama kyesɛ Ghana ya sumdua ye wono na kyesɛ enwie peyo saa nsensem we ya na ekoso Nigeria ntimi fa na ntuma mpenye de emfre ye empire egba na sɛ adwebrebe de beba na imani in the meantime bokufo so ye dem press conference na omasem omo kan kasa na do mu chiri mu akasa sɛ politicians for no access celebrate a fracture my more crocodile the John will be able almost or their soon be better ever babo na so wo ba na kese akoye fete from asa akoda ne bu achibidin deja vu the ever baron the see ndra na sa na be see na yes NDC aba MPP aba ni nyina mu esunyo ya da ma aboko enti omo so no boko youth for so mo say omo ni nti sa ade no bokora enti ne sa ade a so mo ntimi ahwe ama boko antimi anya ntuma pafra ama anase wantimi fa ntuma pa na se asumdue a edi asumdue a wo wiase fa na nyina na se boko do mo ntimi fa mo asumdue o manya mo asumdue dia anya 2028 elections dia wo mo de boxes ni be siwo so beto aba anya sedu ta frate konkuru fi kro met omba ano abeto obi afu se ni wo ma wo no sa kam no okọ kare na ntwie so ana alata ya ono so amma obie no no beba o abeto aba so mo ntimi ahwe ama boko asumdue anwie peyo na nsem a wo mo ka o press conference ni mu ebi kire se NDC for ba ye no mo hye bo se wo mo be ma boko asumdue eden abewie peyo na boko obi anya no asumdue ene fawudie na so eni nti na mo hwe so a wo mo to aba ne 0 ema MPP ema NDC ye de eba so na so NDC ba so enne agu wo kira ka enti ne sa dia so mama no mama asumdue ama boko dia 2028 elections omo the ballot box ne ba bisi wo pa na so konkuru fikro ne won wo ba de o abeto aba mumenko ni nguti press conference anom ye concerning politicians for ye ba na de obi e sa de some munya bote na muminti e that's
massage under your government just as the previous government did. Mr. President, when we heard your promise to bring a lasting solution to the Bawku conflict, we were overwhelmed by it and thought the NDC was our savior, and that was why Kusa gave the MPP zeros and voted massively for the NDC. Mr. President, you indeed mentioned the truth that the overlord Naba Aburago Asigre Azoka II is the legitimate chief of Kusa, and everyone knows that. Now what has changed, Mr. President? We didn't know it would take you so long to solve Bawku issue when we voted you into power. We now realize that the politicians are using the Bawku conflict for their selfish political gains. Politicians keep deceiving us with their fake promises to bring lasting peace to Bawku just for us to vote them into power. It will surprise politicians to see empty ballot boxes without a single vote cast come 2028. We are now tired with the fake promises of politicians. Your Excellency, the President, did you know that since your assumption of office as President, more than 18 people have been killed in this Bawku conflict, including women and children? Is that what you want, Mr. President? Everyone in Kusa thought when you became president, the first thing you would do is to arrest the fugitive Seidu Abagri and also ensure the document be filed to end this conflict forever. But to our surprise, the NDC government is also massaging the Bawku conflict just as the NPP government did. Mr. President, your promise to Kusa must be fulfilled immediately, without delay, to prevent further escalation of tension in the Bawku area. We want to, by this, plead with Otumfuo to hasten up in bringing lasting solution to the Bawku conflict to prevent further loss of lives. We Kusas are very much aware that the MP for Bawku Central, Mahama Ayarga, is behind all the atrocities that are going on in Bawku currently. He sat on TV station telling the whole world that his mother is a Mamprisi. Mahama Ayarga, during your campaign through last year in Pusiga, you mentioned that the Mamprisis are not cause of Bawku conflict, but the MPP government. Knowing very well that it is the Mamprisi that causes the conflict, but had their backing from the MPP government. When you said this, we realized that you were playing tricks on us. Mahama Ayarga, MP for Bawku Central, you came alone with the president to Zuguram Palace on the president thank you tour to Zuguram Palace, knowing very well you are 6 MPs in the Kusa traditional area. Is it that the other 5 MPs refused to come, or you prevented them? It was so suspicious when you came alone with the president, and so it is very clear that you are the one spearheading the message of the Bawku conflict by the NDC government. We Kusas also want to register our displeasure to the MP for Bawku Central. You assure Kusas that when the NDC government comes to power, the Bawku conflict will be solved. But now, your actions towards Kusas shows that you are strongly behind your uncles, the Mamprisis. Your promise to Kusa during your campaign for last year don't conform to your actions after we voted you into power. If you were behaving this way before 2024 election, you wouldn't have get even a single vote in the whole Kusa. You have been mute when your uncles, the Maprisis in military uniform, went and killed the woman and her 2 children. Just a stone throw away from your house. You acted as it was an animal that died. Again,
na enum ho no nyamfo bi so betrans ka say bokon sensem enye problem bia o enye problem bia ye problem bia etre so kese bia kese yentimi nso obe na sɛ Jota fracture Russia and Ukraine talk akora no mo so ano na World War II World War I everywhere yin na ya so ano awia masese entokwa pie ni wiase pim na bɔkɔ sense ma haya tukuru mu ayi a eni ntimi so yebetimi de na watch pe asolve entokwa no momentu no nyanfo no strategy no akasa wa utim hu se ye fa kwan we so na ye fa kwan we so a yebetimi asolve na ni nyina mu no akasa politicians sponsor de eka mo me nkoni nkoti mra ye ba de wo bia ye san de besom na me san broadcast ha no me Snap News TV and then they dika o show kasa video so wodo me na wa subscribe no asan share video no so ye de amai kire wa dwen comment section one de mu nu yatem na kan wasam kasa ye ko enyi nkoti no nyamfo no de wo bia ye ba ye san de som me das
politics ye ntro and everybody is lying. We know the truth, but everybody is lying. In most parts of Ghana, we have chieftaincy issues. Yeah. In every community, there's supposed to be one chief. And in many parts of the world, we have chieftaincy issues. Why are they not killing themselves? And when you shoot somebody and kill the person, you are a murderer. Bisaon said, for all this, why has the police arrested anybody and prosecute them publicly? Politicians are don't do it. And once the security firm said the politicians are using them as a body bag, they'll pretend as if they are doing the work. Don't do it. And we call it security psychology. And that one you don't teach in classroom. You have to go to the field. Until you know, it's not purposely to go and talk to the chief. You want to go and do the security risk assessment. No, what the real threats are. That is what it is. If you can take away the politicians, Nakacha will say, Galamse, Bawku is a national security threat. How do we resolve it? Within 1 week, it will be resolved.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
no can say, yeah, as Ghanaians, security officers, you call peacekeeping. And no, Obubo countries, and they say, yet me Buama peace about. Exactly. Because who call for international peacekeeping, they are structures.
Yeah.
And there are no politicians there. When you cross the line, there are implications. But you're trying to throw, and hypocrisy has come in. And we don't tell the people the right thing because politics want to take advantage. And it's creating all these problems. Then again, we spend money on it. Conflict entrepreneurs. One want to benefit from the monies that goes there. I remember President Otumfuo was screaming and say, see, he's lamenting. He said, we are spending so much money. Just like Big Brother Thompson and Akogan said, he could have developed the place in resolving this conflict. Conflict, our politicians are behind. Almost resolving conflict. They are lying. I'm telling you, they are lying. I've been to Bawku severally. I have families all over the place. They are lying. All you politicians in Fima, it could be resolved. Now Ukraine, Russia war, Ukraine said they are mediation.
And see, for a bit, you use as politicians here, Fimo. Yeah, Ghana for the be your Mofima, and I been a baby.
No, someone feels said they don't want to get involved. That's it. Because someone said every conflict there are standardizations for ending the conflict and mediation. And when you see a war, when the war starts for a week or two, now the rebuilding plan has been planned already. Those who will finance it, where the monies will come from, which countries will do that. But yeah, in terms of Bawku and Alavanyo and Nkwanta and many of those places, no, because it has something to do with politics, self-identification. Unfortunately for us, NDC MPP, and it's a Bakuma for her. Now the other side is also here, and to bringing them together, now you're very difficult. But if we can have them to become neutral for a week and allow the security officers to take the lead, we'll resolve it.